This is an '03 Ultra Classic, and Harley usually puts their normal air shock on there that you pump it up to different levels and stuff. And I've always had to adjust those. They never seem to stay where I put them, but you know, that was what I was used to. And once I put the Legend on here, I actually have a better feel on the bike. It seems to handle the bumps softer. I don't have the jarring as much as I did, and most of that is my wife telling me, because her back is an issue a lot of the time. I feel control better, and I do feel that when I'm solo, I feel a difference in the way that it handles. But cornering seems to be easier, and it's comfortable. I like it. It handles bumps good. I haven't pulled a trailer with them because I overload instead now. But I like it. They adjust well and they seem to stay there. Generally, day-to-day riding is what it is, and I haven't had a problem on anything that I've been on. The windy roads have been nice. The bumps, Denver's got some really rugged, bumpy roads that are phenomenal for just bouncing all over, and I stay on the ground pretty well. And it's bike riding. I've got 109,000 miles on the bike, and I probably put 15 or so on with the shocks, and it's just made a difference. I've always, since I've had this bike, I have troubles. We overload. The wife and I ride 2-up, and we do long cross country, so I've always had some issues with blowing tires and rubbing tires and having, you know, suspension just not right. And I don't know, I've gone through a couple of stock shocks all the time, and I kept looking for something that'd get me higher up off of, quit rubbing my tires and wearing them so bad. And I just happened to blow another pair of stock shocks on our way out to Tinley Park at the start of a Route 66, and Legend had a booth there, so I stopped to ask them a couple questions, and I dropped my cash for the trip there. Originally, when I bought them in Tinley Park, but I wasn't going to be there long enough to have them installed, so Legend asked me where I would be in 2 days. They shipped ahead for me, and I got to that dealership, and they were going to install them there. And once they got them installed, you know, they were up and down, and it was everything I needed. And we left the next day on our trip. We were doing the Route 66, got into Gallup, and on our way in there, one of the shock bags blew. We're in a thunderstorm, raining, everything. I'm looking at the shocks. I can get pressure, that everything's working, but I can feel a hole, and they just never had it happen before. So I took some pictures and called them, and they said, well, where are you going to be? And I said, well, next stop is Flagstaff. And they made arrangements with the Harley dealer in Flagstaff and had overnighted another set of shocks to them. And when I got there, they had it all ready, and it turned out that it was the way they were installed improperly. It made it rub, and I blew the hole in there, and they were right. It doesn't happen naturally. It was caused by the install. And they covered it in a heartbeat, sent 2 shocks overnight, took care of everything for me, and I haven't had a problem since. You know, it's been a wonderful addition to the bike. My wife is happy. I haven't drug any tires out, getting better tire wear. I'm just totally amazed with them. I've been telling a lot of my friends, so I love them.